Hi, this is Martin from Houchen Bindery again, and this video is about how to create printed end sheets with PUR Perfect Binding. The challenge that we have with Perfect Binding, you're familiar with Perfect Binding of a book, usually with a soft cover book, but we can also use this binding to create a hardcover book, and the way that we do it is commonly with using a tabbed end sheet. But the challenge that we have, if somebody wants to produce a printed end sheet, when the book gets run through the Perfect Binder and ground on this edge, a printed end sheet will then also be ground off because it does not have this extra tab on it. So we do have a way and a method of producing that, and I want to show you how we do it. We call it case perfect end sheet style. And basically, instead of a 4-page end sheet in front and back, we have to create the end sheet in 3 pieces. There's 3 components to this. This piece here is what we call your cover wrap, and this piece would be your front end sheet, your front fly sheet, and this piece would be your back fly sheet. These 2 pieces will be produced at the same exact size as the book block that you are delivering to us. So these just in essence marry up and are on the same at the same exact size as the book block, but they are on a different paper. They are on end sheet paper, not the same paper as the text. After a book block of this nature gets bound in, it's going to look just like this. Here's the book block that was bound into this book. We have the fly sheet here. This is the end sheet, which gets glued to the board right here in front, and it wraps around the cover. This piece right here is wrapping around, and that's your back end sheet, and that's your back fly sheet. That's this piece right here, and that all gets glued on to the board here. I have another example here which shows it a little bit. I've torn a book block out, and this has the fly sheet on the front and the back. These are the fly sheets. The interior paper is coated, as you see, and this paper is on an uncoated end sheet paper. We typically recommend 80 to 100 pound uncoated stock is a good paper to use for end sheet paper. And you always want to make sure to have your grain direction running parallel to the spine. So this book block gets drawn onto this cover in the perfect binding process. Here's the cover wrap, which is your end sheet front and back. It gets cased into a book, and this is glued on here. And in the end, you have a book that has a nice printed end sheet just like so. So that is how you do it, and we do have templates which we can send to you that explain this whole process. Thank you for your time.